We want you to captain a ship.
Welcome, all you sci-fi heads. Do you remember Fischer from Excerpt number 8007? In this excerpt, you'll see how a rule breaker becomes a captain, how a misfit builds a whole crew of misfits, how Moscanovski is marvellously mad over this moonstruck masculine maiden. This is the missions of the Minotaur. Excerpt number 97. File under Sci-Fi.
Commander Grant has requested to see you, ma'am. Fisher's wrench slipped on the bolt it was wrapped round, and she inadvertently punched another hole in the already damaged underside. She rolled out from underneath the moon rover and wiped her oily hands down the front of her tank top, annoyed. "He does? But I told him that I was fixing it." She muttered something inaudibly about being docked 2 weeks' pay and the stress of it all. Her mind immediately turned to the accident. As part of the excursion to the 58th Quadrant moon, she had narrowly escaped the desert nomads once she had recovered the Galaxy Core proton conversion unit from the tent of their sheik. How was she to know that they had moon rovers too? To be fair, she knew that she drove a little too recklessly as they pursued her and the team, but besides, it was only a little fender bender. Should have seen the other guy's rover. Grant shouldn't be so precious over Galaxy Core property. She prepared her defense story. Once showered and changed, she held her hand to the door pad to Grant's office. The polite female voice of the door security system identified her palm print. "Sergeant Fischer, good morning. Please wait for access. Commander Grant will see you shortly." The door slid open with a swoosh. "Come in, Fischer. At once. Please take a seat." "Sir, if this is about the rover, listen, I'm already—" "No, Fischer, please. Sit." She sat immediately. "How's the repairs to the rover coming along? That little stunt you pulled will take the lost excursion teams back a few weeks at least. We still have parts from the Cyclops to recover from all over this quadrant. But that's not what I wanted to talk to you about." Fischer leaned in slightly and forgot all about her list of excuses. "I have to hand it to you, Fischer. You're a new kind of breed for Galaxy Core. How long have you been a sergeant now?" 18 months, sir, including training." "Very good." From expecting the worst, Fischer now sensed a proposal coming. What did he want? "We need more men and women like you, Fischer. It stings me to say it, but the fact that you've broken protocol 19 times out of the 20 missions we've assigned you on and managed to reach mission objectives in half the time has made us reassess our recruitment process." Grant pressed the side button of his pen remote, and the holoscreen behind him lit up, displaying a bar chart of missions and completion times. "You have an eye for efficiency that is, albeit chaotic, but we can't argue with the results. Galaxy Core is the greatest federation in the nearest 5 galaxies, but our recruitment process is too stringent, too inflexible. By taking a chance on you, we've come to see that we're potentially missing out on other great minds and hands." Fisher's heart jolted at the praise. Another click on his digipen dragged up the next slide, displaying a 3D star chart of the galaxy. Red X-marked locations throughout the quadrant, outstanding missions, expected start times, completion times, annotations of potential locations for stolen and missing ship parts. Add to that the growing need to explore potential threats to peace and diplomacy, find all the missing parts of the Cyclops, and the glaring need for supplies. We want you to trial a new recruitment process based on your referrals and recommendations. We want you to captain a ship." She gasped gently and tried her hardest to stifle the smile of relief and realization that was spreading across her face. "A ship, sir? My own ship?" "The Minotaur." The next slide buzzed her up in all her glory. A second-generation scout ship, rugged and sturdy, rusted red. Rough, but ready. We want you to assemble a team, Fisher. A small crew, no more than 5, that can take on any mission we assign it. They need to break the mold. We want the finest and the best. Of course, they'll still need to go through the GC entrance program and pass the examinations, but we want you to be our new headhunter. You start immediately. Immediately? Sir, I don't know what... The Minotaur's security clearance and Captain Ident is in your name. She's waiting for you in Landing Bay H, Sergeant. Or should I say, Captain. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Fisher grabbed Grant's outstretched hand with both of hers and shook it a little too vigorously. He waved her off dismissively. Oh, and Fisher. She turned back once more as she left his office, dazed, thrilled. The Minotaur needs some engineering TLC. I suggest you first find yourself a mechanic or two. Fisher paused and grinned from the corner of her mouth. I know just the guys. Moscanovski.
Thus the flight of the Minotaur begins. I hope you enjoyed this instalment as much as I love presenting it. All you sci-fi fanatics and Comic-Con comrades aren't going to want to miss the magnificent missions that Fisher has in store. So subscribe, hit the bell icon, and comment on this video if you can't wait for the next one. In the meantime, keep your eyes on my Substack, Medium, and Buy Me a Coffee pages, won't you? Until next time, this is Space Cadet Moscanovski, signing off.